Hole, not holes. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad number 1154 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story, because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. This message is dedicated to Chris Lesnar. You can get a free copy of my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com. Here's the upgrade. You may only see gaps, but upgraded thinking trusts the whole to close them. Here's the story. A master boat builder was finishing a wooden hull in his shop. His young helper kept crouching down at the seams, running fingers along the planks, and he didn't like what he felt. "There are gaps," the helper said. "Daylight's coming through. Look, here and here and here. This boat's going to sink." The old man kept working. He didn't worry. He stepped back. "Come here," he said. "Stop looking at the holes and look at the hole." The helper stood up, and from a few feet back, he saw it. The long, clean lines, the strong ribs, the curve of a hull built to carry weight across deep water. "But the seams, all these gaps," the helper said. "The wood is dry," the builder said. "Right now it's thirsty. When we put her in the water, the planks drink. They swell. They press against each other until there isn't a gap left to find. She'll leak for a day or so, but then she'll be tight as a drum." And that's not a trick. That's how wooden boats have been built for centuries. The builder fits the planks knowing the water will finish the work. The gap you're panicking over in the dry shop is going to close. So the old man didn't caulk every fear the helper pointed out. He trusted the material. He trusted the design. He launched the boat, and by the next morning, every gap and hole the helper was worried about was gone. I was listening to Chris Lesnar's Servant Leader podcast yesterday. He interviewed his dad, Bill, for his 100th episode. A lesson Chris said he learned from his dad was looking at the whole and not the holes. Instead of fixating on deficiencies and problems, stepping back and putting things in context and perspective. It's easy to do what the craftsman assistant did. See the gaps and holes and all the potential problems. You run your finger along everything that isn't done yet, everything that's still open, and from close up, it's easy to see what could sink you. Step back, look at the hole. The structure is standing. The lines are true. The work you've already done is holding more than you give it credit for. And a lot of the gaps you're staring at, life is going to swell them shut on its own if you'll just get the boat in the water. This isn't pretending the holes aren't there. It's refusing to let them be the whole story. WHOLE story. When you see the whole clearly, the few gaps that really need filling become obvious and small. Redirect your view. Go a few clicks out. The better story to tell yourself is focus on the whole, not the holes. Tell me a story of seeing the whole picture to fromchadsmith@gmail.com. Send someone a text and tell them you're stronger than the gaps you're staring at.